So authorities are struggling to pinpoint the exact cause of the deadly crash, but what could have been the trigger? Let's discuss all the variables with an aviation expert, Professor Kim Hong-cheol, this morning. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us. So there are numerous speculations over what contributed to the crash, but let's start with this bird strike theory. How devastating can a bird strike be?
A bird strike refers to a collision between an aircraft in flight and a bird. Research shows that when an aircraft flying at 370 kilometers per hour collides with a single bird weighing less than 1 kilogram, the resulting impact can reach approximately 5 tons. Such a force can easily shatter the aircraft's windshield if a bird is ingested into an engine. It can cause engine malfunctions, potentially leading to cascading failures in electrical and hydraulic systems, as well as critical issues like the inability to extend the landing gear. Bird strikes are quite common. For instance, in the United Kingdom, over 1,400 bird strikes were reported in 2022, with around 100 instances directly affecting aircraft. In South Korea, 650 bird strike cases were recorded across 14 airports between 2019 and August of this year. Notably, this incident is the deadliest in South Korean history.
Indeed. So hundreds of bird strikes, and these bird strikes are not uncommon. Then what about the landing gear problem? What does it mean for landing gear to malfunction this time?
The landing gear consists of two main components, the nose gear and the main gear system. The main gear system facilitates braking through a wheel braking mechanism, while the nose gear provides directional control on the ground via a nose wheel steering system. In essence, without a functioning landing gear system, pilots may not be able to land safely. Even if they manage to land, they may face significant challenges in reducing the aircraft speed or maintaining directional control on the ground.
Well, we have to talk about this concrete wall that was stalled at the end of the runway. Now, some are suggesting that had the wall not been there, the plane would have instead hit a fence. Is that so? What's your take on this?
Well, according to South Korea's Deputy Transport Minister, both ends of the runway at Muan International Airport are equipped with safety zones featuring green buffer areas before reaching the outer wall. However, in this instance, the aircraft likely failed to extend its landing gear and flaps due to a possible hydraulic system failure. Usually, a no-flap landing requires a high approach speed, about 10% more. To make matters worse, the pilot landed the aircraft at the one-third mark of the runway, which is 2.8 kilometers long, already 8 meters shorter than those at other airports. Consequently, despite the presence of green buffer zones, they might not have been sufficient to stop the aircraft before it collided with the wall. I think investigators should consider this issue seriously. As for whether the absence of the wall could have reduced the severity of this incident, I believe it would be premature to speculate. A definitive answer will emerge after the authorities conduct a thorough investigation into this incident.
Definitely. It sounds like a combination of all these variables that could have led to the crash. Now, to look into this case, 2 black boxes have been recovered, which will hopefully provide key clues to what exactly happened. Now, how long will it take to retrieve information from the 2 black boxes then?
The black box, also known as the flight recorder, consists of 2 devices in a commercial aircraft, the flight data recorder, FDR, and the cockpit voice recorder, CVR. The FDR and CVR are designed to survive crashes like this. International regulations mandate that they withstand impacts of up to 3,400 gravity forces and temperatures exceeding 1,100 Celsius. It has been confirmed that the flight data recorder of Jeju Air Flight 7C2216 was retrieved with parts of its exterior detached. If both devices are intact and undamaged, the decoding process could be completed within a week. However, if data damage is detected, the process may take at least a month or more. In cases of severe damage to the FDR, the investigation may need to be handed over to the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board, which could extend the black box decoding process to over 6 months.
So what you're saying is that those black boxes need to be sent to the U.S. for further analysis. Is that correct?
That's right.
Well,
If it has a heavily damaged.
Exactly. Well, Professor Kim, before I let you go, prevention is key at all costs so that nothing like this ever happens again. What do you think needs to be investigated thoroughly, especially for a future prevention like this?
I would like to emphasize 2 key points. First, it is crucial to identify the exact cause of this tragic incident to prevent similar disasters in the future. We must implement the appropriate solutions based on our findings. Second, thorough investigation of the airport safety systems is essential. With the significant increase in the use of newly developed regional airports for both domestic and international flights, it is vital that we establish robust safety measures to mitigate the risk of unexpected problems, including ground and in-flight emergencies.
Alrighty, Professor Kim, thank you so much for your time and your insight this morning. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.